This is an all signs bonus reading. And in this one, we will look into what happened, as in a certain situation that happened to you and why it happened. So the reason I'm adding the what happened, so that you can find yourself or your situation, and it's easier for you to navigate if it's your reading or not. Okay. So check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, any other placements. And the order of the reading will be fire, earth, air, and then water. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's begin. Hang on. Hi, Prachi. Yeah, it will be timestamped, of course, if you're new here. Timestamps will be available after the live stream. Okay. I think that's it. Yes. Let's go. Oh fuck, my heater's on. Hang on. Hang on. Hi, Karma, Jill. Yeah, to be honest, I enjoy doing the the all signs more than the other type of readings. I just feel like the all signs is more inclusive, not inclusive, exclusive, inclusive, and you get to see all your other placements as well, you know. This is why I'm doing them every day now. It just makes sense. Plus, people like them, so. Sneeze. Confirmation. I don't know what for, but right. Let's put some incense. My nose is fine. My nose was fine before starting. I don't know what's up with that. I don't identify with time. My readings are timeless. The time I do readings are timeless. So you will see me whenever, whatever. I don't even have alarm for anything. Fuck that. I can't even remember the last time I have an alarm. I don't associate with time, if you have noticed. My readings are not scheduled certain times because I can't do it. It's not part of who I am. Alright, so let's get started. 550, Sagittarius. Let's see what happened first, and then we'll see why it happened. Let's see what happened that is worth mentioning. Damn, Sagittarius. We have the King of Pentacles next to each other twice. Ten of Pentacles. This is about your independence. This is about your career, possibly. So I see that you have, I mean, this is not like a bad thing. I see that you have upgraded or developed independence, or maybe you've started your own business, or you are doing something that usually you would think that you couldn't do it. Whether this is financial or, you know, like your neighborhood or your family told you can't do it. Something of that sort has happened here to you. And despite the resistance of others agreeing with it, despite the resistance of your surroundings, you did it anyway. It happened to you anyway. And I do sense that there was struggle, especially making this known for your environment, I want to say. I'm not quite sure what this is trying to say, but I'm more leaning towards business. I feel like you might have lost your job, or might have been pushed in a corner, and you struggled for some time, that you're like, okay, so what do I do now? I have nothing. I can't really do this because people will not agree with it, but if I do this, I'm miserable. So you did the thing that people didn't like you to do anyway, because the universe almost pushed you towards that path. And you started to see, like, oh, okay, I can pull this off. I can make this work. I can, you know, I don't need anybody. So maybe you had like a period in your life where you thought that you needed other people's help in order to accomplish something or to create something for yourself. But now, because the universe pushed you into that direction of you're on your own, you are like, okay, fuck, I'm on my own. But then you found a way to pull through. Now, why it happened, let's see. Why did this happen this way? Why did it have to happen like this? High Priestess, the Lovers, the Strength, the freaking Hermit. Oh my god. I'm too warm to have chills, but damn. All major arcanas. Bitch, because I said so, the universe says. Look at these major arcanas. The High Priestess, the Lovers, the Strength, the Hermit. It's like, bitch, you are meant to be like that. You were destined to do that. You have the strength, and we had to push you in that corner in order for you to find it. It's like you had to go through this way. For example, I'm gonna say this for example. You could have like went homeless and you thought, fuck, I can't trust anybody. I don't have anyone to, you know, sleep at night with. I don't have like someone to depend on. I'm in this rut. I don't know what to do. And the universe is like, yes, that's exactly what you need. Do you know what I mean? Exactly what you need in order to summon the fucking strength within you, to empower you, to be pushed to the ends of you so that you find your inner strength. And without that happening, you would rely on other people, or you would never tap into that inner strength. So you were pushed into that fucking corner on purpose. On purpose. On purpose. On purpose. On purpose, you had to suffer for some time in order to find your inner strength. And without that suffering, you would have never known. You would have never reached that conclusion or enlightenment towards the inner strength that you possess. And I feel like a lot of it that made you this way, that made you, for example, see strength in community or union, you might, it could have been what was programmed into you. And I mean, like, I find it really strange that I'm saying that to a Sagittarius. Okay. So you must be, you know, a Sagittarius that thought that life is about being with others and whatever else, which is really strange to say to a Sagittarius. But hey, you know, not every Sagittarius is the same. So if you went through like a period of your time where you had problems and people around you didn't help you, or you were like fired from your job, you had no way to afford paying your bills, survival mode whatsoever, it was meant to go like that. It was meant to kind of push you to the point where you feel like it's helpless. Because that's when you push yourself beyond your limit, or beyond the belief or the limiting belief that you have about yourself, or the belief that was accumulated throughout your whole fucking life. And I love that for you. You have like such a powerful energy here that has shifted your life because you were off path. So why this happened is like the universe saying, because you're not meant to be in that position that you were in. So we had to force a pivoting direction or a pivoting moment in your life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. And you know, you might say that's a weird thing to love, but you know, I always say suffering is a must towards enlightenment. You might disagree, you might say that's pessimistic, but hey, if you don't know what dark is, how the fuck do you know what light is? If you don't know what lurks in the shadows of your inner being, how the fuck do you think that you can operate from your higher self? Case closed. That's an interesting reading for Sagittarius. It fired me right up. Yes. 1444 for Leo. Let's see. What happened to Leo that is worth mentioning? I see someone here from your own family that has lied to you. For their own benefit. For their own selfish reasons. They made you think that they have your best interest at heart, when really it's a lie. This is a betrayal of some kind, at least. This family member thought that you are gullible enough to believe their bullshit, and I don't know what exactly they lied to you about. It could be in regards to finances or love, which basically is everything, right? That's what people care about, love and finances. So whatever the reason, okay, I do see that they have betrayed you. They lied to you for their own benefit, thinking that they care about you. You thought that this person actually cares about you, when really, whatever they lied about, it's for their own interest, for their own benefit from this. And you fell for it. Now let's see why. Why this happened. To trap you. Interesting. Ooh! Okay. Fuck. Jealousy. This person does not want you to succeed or does not want you to get ahead in life because they have got nothing to show for. Do you know what I mean? So their motivation to lying to you, to mislead you, it's jealousy, selfishness. It's like, I don't want Leo to get ahead of me. I don't want Leo to succeed in life because I'm a loser. Do you know what I mean? They have this mentality. Well, if I don't have anything in my life going on that's good, then why should Leo have anything good going on in their life? And they try to sabotage your life because they don't want you to have a successful lifestyle or a harmonious type of living. You know, sometimes it be your own fucking blood, your own family that will try to destroy you because they don't have anything good going on in their life. And sometimes it's as petty as jealousy that will motivate them to be your biggest enemy. Now, if you think that this person did whatever they did because, you know, they meant well, they didn't know better, fuck no. They know exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing, Leo. This person is not naive. This person is not innocent. They could be the type that is like, oh, I didn't know. Sorry, I don't mean to sabotage and fuck up your life. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Bullshit. They knew exactly what they were doing. For example, if you had a love situation, this person would be like, yeah, by the way, you cannot trust them because let me tell you, they are cheating on you. No one is to be trusted. You know, first they could be projecting from their own experience, but they couldn't handle seeing you succeed in relationship while they fucked up. That is, for example, if it's related to love. When it comes to money, they could be like, yeah, you will never pull that off. It's a bad idea. Don't do it, even if they saw potential in it. Because they have nothing going on for themselves. You know, I care about you. I don't want you to suffer. I don't want you to fail and hurt yourself. Don't do it. And it's not because they fucking care or are concerned about you. It's because they're jealous and afraid that you might succeed and get ahead in life while they have nothing going on. That's why this person lied to you. That's why this person tried everything to sabotage. Or I say tried, I feel like they might have succeeded. For some of you, this person sabotaged some type of aspect of your life, and you don't even know that they were the main reason why it got fucked up for you. And some of you, I feel like you didn't allow them to get there, meaning you did what you wanted to do anyway, but you never understood why they tried to go against you. So some of you are aware that this person is or was trying to sabotage your life, and some of you are less, I wouldn't say less aware that this person has tried this. But they have a hand in it somehow. It be family sometimes, It's fucked up, but it happens way more than we like to admit. I would say if the only way you would consider it to be an ex, if you were married to your ex. So this is family, because exes can be family, extended family. So the only way this could be your message, if your ex was actually married to you. If not, it's not your message. All right, 2217 Aries. Let's see. Aries, let's see what happened. What happened to Aries that's worth mentioning? You have a situation here that no matter what you did, no matter how much you tried, no matter what you fucking summoned for it to work out, it couldn't get off the ground. Now, this can apply to your situation in many ways. It can be financial, love, whatever. But it's something that you tried really fucking hard to make it work, but it didn't work. No matter what you tried, no matter what you tried to conjure up in order to make it work. I see that it created a lot of stress and a lot of resistance in your energy. I see that it was a huge burden on you, but at the same time, you felt stubborn to complete it or stubborn to make it work. And it's like the more you try, the harder it gets for you to accomplish it. It's like, when you run towards something, but it keeps on getting further away from you. It's like, what the fuck? Is this some type of illusion? Like, you were walking and you see that it's far, but then you start running towards it and it's still far. It's like, how on earth? Why is it not working? Let's see. Why did this happen this way? Why? I mean, in the most simple way to say this, not meant to be. But let me see if there is more, if there is a better way to explain it. Damn, Aries. By the way, you have spirit guides that have been trying to tell you why this hasn't been working out for you or why it shouldn't work out for you. I see that this is a trap, a karmic one, and you kept on going towards it. And your spirit guides are like, no, turn away, don't go. Let's make it difficult. So you had interference, I want to say, from your own spirit guides to protect you from this karmic situation. Now, karmic situation doesn't mean that it's just a person, a lover, or whatever. But I see that your spirit guides have had a hand in making it difficult for you to make this work. They were trying to communicate to you that this is not for you. This is not as it seems. Not all that glitters is gold. Because they know what that karmic situation is, but you don't see it. You thought that it's in alignment with what you want and you were stubborn about it. But your spirit guides are showing up that they were the reason why it was difficult to get that thing that you wanted. They were the one that were putting obstacles on your way in order for you to give up. And they were trying really hard to communicate to you through your dreams, through signs, through showing you that this person is not good or this situation is not good, but you insisted. It's like the more it didn't work out, the more you wanted it. I do see, Aries, that your spirit guides are fucking spot on. They were trying to save you from a burden or a crisis that can be avoided. Because guess what? We have our free will. We can decide to not kind of fall for karmic situations by showing that we are better than the karmic situation. Meaning that you can avoid a karmic situation by showing energetically or by action that you are above the karmic situation, meaning that you will make better choices. Therefore, the karmic situation will be null. It will just go void because you show the universe that you are above it, that you will not fall for it, that you do not need the lesson. The same way you would skip grades because your intelligence is above the grades, even though your age is within those grades. Does that make sense? So if your IQ is above average, you will skip grades. The same way with karmics. If you show the universe that you are above average, you will skip it. You don't have to learn a lesson that you are above. And so your spirit guides were trying to save you some time here. Now, I'm not sure if you still insist on pursuing this karmic situation or not. But if you were wondering, why is it so fucking difficult? It's because it's a karmic and your spirit guides are intervening in this, trying to prevent you from going towards this karmic situation. Maybe because it will take a toll on you. Maybe because it will take some, like a big chunk of your time on Earth. And your spirit guides are hoping that you would get the message so that you spend your time doing something more meaningful. But obviously, if you insist, you will find yourself going towards this karmic, whether you have seen this reading or not. Because guess what? We get what we want, whether on a conscious level or a subconscious level. Sometimes we think we don't want something, but on a subconscious level, we want it. And we will move towards it, despite the trials or the attempts of your spirit guides preventing it. That's where free will comes in. Okay, so they can try to make it difficult, but at the end of the day, it's your life. Alright, so we finished fire signs. We'll do earth next. My cat is a Cancerian. She's a full-on Cancerian. Alright, let's do Earth. Virgo. Let's see what happened. What happened to Virgo that's worth mentioning? Ooh, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. It's interesting because I just finished talking about karma with Aries, and now we have a karmic connection that you chose to be in, chose to move towards because you thought it was the real deal. You thought it's it. You know, the person that you move towards is the person that you're meant to be with. And don't get me wrong, for some time, it looked great. It looked like this is it, right? But then, boom, the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Cups turned into the 10 of Wands. From fulfillment to burden. So I see that you have chosen a karmic situation, and maybe you are realizing that, wait a second, something is not right here. I thought this is it. Why is it not it now? What's wrong? What's happening? And I see here that you could be investigating this. You could be trying to find the truth about this connection. And maybe if you are spiritual enough, then you would know that this is kind of like karmic. It seems karmic. If you are spiritual. If you're not spiritual, it'll be harder for you to understand what's going on because you thought that your person is the person. But then you're realizing, hang on, I'm seeing a lot of signs that indicate that this is not it. Why is it off? Why did I think it was the one? But then now, it doesn't seem like it's the case. Do you know what I mean? So I do see that you are investigating why this happened to you. And why did you think that that person is the one for you? But now you don't think that anymore. Now let's see why this happened to you. Because you are already looking into it. So this might help you. Let's see. I laugh because of how aligned these messages are. The devil. That's why. Now remember, Virgo, that you used your free will to move towards your karmic. Meaning that you either had options or that you felt like you wanted to move towards this person despite some of the red flags that you saw, but you kind of like overlooked them. Or maybe the way you moved towards this karmic was on the surface level, meaning that you thought they were the one without really going in depth. with the reason why you went towards them. Does that make sense? So the devil is here. That's why. I mean, I would say that you were influenced by some external entities, or maybe there was spell work done to influence your decision. But I always say, no spell work, no external influence will work on you without your approval, without your allowance. So whether you are conscious of this or not, whether consciously or subconsciously you accepted the spell work or the external force to influence you, it was still your choice. It was still your free will being practiced, okay? Here is the thing that I see that's kind of helped you decide you moving towards your karmic. You were operating from a place of hurt, place of an unhealed place of an unhealed place. Do you know what I mean? So you weren't really in the finest, most stable, most secure place. Energetically, emotionally, you weren't in that space. So your decision when you decided to move towards this karmic, you weren't thinking clearly. You weren't feeling clearly. It's not just thinking. Your head, your heart, it wasn't really clear. So what was left for you then is desire, ego, to base your decision on. You looked at what is lucrative on the outside. In this, the Empress is looking good, because with the Empress there is material substance here, or kind of material what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it's attractive materially and in a physical sense. So what this means is that you could have based your decision on how the person looked, on what they had to provide you in the material sense, or their position, their status, how they can improve your life. And all these things are material gain, whether looks, position, finances, material gain, 3D, right? So you could have based your decision on material gain, especially with the devil here. Your decision was influenced heavily by what you thought is best for you in a shitty situation or in a shitty time of your life. Because the Three of Swords, this is not the best time of your life. So, you know that saying, there's a saying that says, just because you're thirsty, you shouldn't drink poison. You drank that poison because you were thirsty. You wanted to believe that it was water, but it's not. It was poison. You knew it was poison, at least on a subconscious level, but you went for it anyway, because compared to being thirsty and not being thirsty, you had to choose the not being thirsty, but without caring enough about what type of substance you're putting in your system. And I see that's what happened here. You just made a wrong decision, or I hate to say wrong, you just made the decision to choose the karmic. Now, when you choose the karmic, it's not really wrong. It just means that you need to learn a lesson, or like an extra lesson in your life. Because when you deal with a karmic, it just means that there is something that you need to gain. Meaning when it comes to your spiritual ascension or spiritual lessons. And you don't even have to be spiritual in order to go through karmic situations. You will go through them anyway, but give them like different terminology. So you needed that lesson, Virgo. And even when you chose wrongly, at the end of the day, it's not really wrong, because you will gain some knowledge or some lesson from this. But if you were wondering why it happened this way, or why did you choose a karmic, it's because you practiced your free will. A lot of people think that, you know, the universe would put us in bad situations, but really we choose to. We choose to. This is us practicing our free will, whether we are aware of it or not. And guess what? If this was a good situation, you would be like, yes, I chose it. But when it's a bad situation, you'll be like, why does the universe do this to me? Why does God do this to me? So we blame our choices, bad choices, on the universe, on the external. But when it's good, we'll claim it, right? We'll be like, yeah, we chose this. We chose this good path. But when it's bad, it's like, I didn't do it. God, universe, why did you do this to me? But it's our choice too. Okay? Good or bad, at the end of the day, just means lesson or not. So, good, no lesson. Bad, yes lesson. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are talking about nighttime. It's almost 8 a.m. here. So I guess it's late for you guys, huh? For Lily, thank you. I don't know what's up with you guys. Talking about why she's live. It's true. I'm doing you a reading. How about you focus on that? And you don't have to be here. You can come back, watch it later. It's fine. You can go to bed. Cherrylicious, I don't mean you, because we've had like a couple of people cannot believe, you know, so it's not just you talking about the time. Falili said what needed to be said. That's it. All right, so next, Taurus. Let's see, Taurus, what happened to Taurus that's worth mentioning? Let's see. I see here, Taurus, that you had a glow up, and this glow up is currently happening in your life, and it will continue to happen. There will be more doors opening for you. And I do want to say that you will have so many doors opening that some are going to be good and some are going to be bad. So I feel like it's almost like you are in a spot in your life where you don't really know which way to go because you have so many options. And you could be wondering, like, what's happening here? What did I do? Why all of a sudden a lot of doors are opening to me? And what caused it? You know? Why now? Why now? So you could be confused, and I feel like, Taurus, you could be not really, I don't want to say trusting your intuition. I want to say that you could be confused because you don't really know what to choose, what door to take, what door to go to walk through, I want to say, because there are so many doors of them. And you could be not trusting your intuition because your intuition could be back and forth. Or what's really happening is that your ego and intuition is kind of like causing confusion. Because the ego, sometimes people listen to their ego thinking it's their intuition. So depending on how spiritually aware you are, you can tell the difference. But some people will mistake the ego to be intuition. And that is what could be happening here, because there is confusion within you, like an inner conflict within you. You're like, yeah, I should do this, but then ego steps in and says, no, you shouldn't, or vice versa, which can create that confusion internally, okay? So let's see why this happened this way. I am already sensing why, but I want to pull cards and see if it's spot on. Yep. Oh man, you know, have you heard of that quote that says, well, someone said it, okay, it's not really a quote. Someone said it on a podcast or whatever. Someone said, the best revenge is success. So if you are wondering why so many doors are opening to you, it's because the universe wants you to win so fucking big. And it wants to empower you so much that it's opening all the fucking doors to you. It's like, Taurus, your choice, choose. A bunch of fucking doors just opening for you. And it's because you had people or dealt with people, because I already feel like you cut them the fuck off because they caused you drama. So basically, this is happening to you because the universe wants you to win in front of people that have possibly underestimated you, took you for granted, or thought that, you know, there is no benefit to being with you, or there is no benefit to invest in you. There is no benefit to engage with you, or engage with you, you know what I mean? So basically, these doors are opening to you because the universe wants certain people in your life, whether you cut them off or not. I feel like most of you have cut them off, or distanced yourself from them at least, because the universe wants these people to watch you win, and they are in the front row, VIP, front row seats. They want to, it's like the universe wants them to see you go rocketing into success. Best revenge ever, I think, in my opinion. It's so true. The best revenge is success. It's success. Watch me trail off in smoke. And, you know, like, it feels like that. It feels like these opportunities are coming your way because there are people here that thought that they are better than you, or thought that you're worth shit. And now the universe is like, watch Taurus now. I'm going to give them more opportunities than you can fucking imagine. But here's the thing, Taurus, I do want to say that you need to be trusting your intuition and silence the ego. If there are doubts within you, because the ego is fear-based, intuition is the opposite of fear, freedom, I would say. So you need to silence the fear and have more belief, or have more faith, I should say, in pursuing these doors, or in choosing which door to go through. Because I do see some doors are worse than the other ones, but I don't feel like they're life-threatening or something that will like make your life miserable. It's more like there are better doors than others. There are so many opportunities that you need to filter out which one would you prioritize. And I feel like you would know if you listen to your intuition and silence the ego. The ego is fear-based. The ego will tell you no. If you walk through the door, you don't know what's going to come through it, or you don't know what's behind that door. Don't do it. Intuition is like, oh my God, that feels so good. Move towards it. Yes, that's the one. So trust your intuition more. I would say meditate more. Try to reconnect with your higher self. because I feel like you could be making decisions based on logic more than intuition or more than what feels right. I always say, if you are ever in doubt, do what feels right, because it is the validation of your being. Whenever you are in doubt, do what feels right. You can never be wrong when you do what truly feels right. Validation of your being. All right. Alpha Lily, thank you for that super chat and your support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's so sweet. My kid's father is a Taurus, and he was just telling me today that he thinks something big is about to happen because 3 different random strangers just walked up and gave him money these few days. Damn! Yeah. I love that. What are the chances of just 3 random strangers coming to you and giving you money randomly? I mean, there's nothing that is random, but that is interesting, right? It's interesting. Alrighty, let's see. 51, 57, Capricorn. Capricorn, let's see. They were all old ladies? That's interesting. I said, oh, so you're a gigolo now. What's a gigolo? Oh, it's a funny word. What is it? What does it actually mean? It's so interesting that they're all old ladies, you know? They're not just like ladies and guys or ladies and men, but it's all ladies, and not any age, it's all old ladies. What in the witchcraft did he do? I'm joking. But that's an interesting synchronicity. You know, synchronicities are not just numbers. It's also happenings like that. A male prostitute. Oh, okay. I'm going to use that now. Gigolo. You gigolo, you. You gigolo. You low-grade gigolo. Interesting. All right, Capricorn, let's do your reading. Let's see, what happened to Capricorn that's worth mentioning? What happened? Let's see. Capricorn. Damn, Capricorn. Who dis? Okay, let me not rush to judgment. It's good. It's good. But it has like a twist to it. Let me see. Oh man, see? That twist is like no other twist. I almost got fooled by it as well. Someone here love bombed the shit out of you. Someone here made you feel like you are their soulmate, their twin flame, whatever. And it was all a facade. You really thought that you hit jackpot. You really thought that. I almost thought that for you. But it doesn't seem to be the case. It's like it was fake. Yeah, I don't blame you. You know, I just had like a little deja vu. I just had a little deja vu here through your reading. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's related to you. I don't know if it's me. But the deja vu that I had is, I feel like I already told you this before, like this exact message. I feel like I've already lived this moment and said that to you. Strange. So, okay. Anyways, that kind of threw me off. It's interesting. Anyways, so you were talking to someone and they were just perfect. They were just fucking perfect. Perfect. Like a match made in heaven. And you find out, or maybe not yet, I feel like most of you have found out already, that this is all a love bombing situation, a facade of some kind. And they were more interested in your pocket, financial gain, than in you. And I feel like this person showed their interest in what you're doing, or in your career, or in your finances, more than knowing things about you. Like, for example, this person couldn't give a fuck what your favorite color is, but they definitely want to know how much you've got in your savings account. And I don't think that this person was direct. I don't think that this person was like, Capricorn, how much do you have in your savings account? It's more like, oh, so, you know, I have like this much saved. How about you? You know what I mean? Like, it's more subtle. And I do see that they made you feel like they are interested in you, when really they were interested more in what you have to offer. And I feel like you made like mental notes of the weird moments that this person kind of mentioned things that are really none of their business. But you made mental notes and they started to pile up, and you're like, hold on a second, why are you like talking to me like this? What do you really want? And then the mask fell off at some point. And anyways, like short, like this story short. I can't talk today. What's up? It feels like you caught them and you're like, you know what? This does not feel right. I'm not doing this. You're just too suspicious, or you're just being weird, or you're just, you know, like more interested in what I have to offer, and you don't really love me. You don't really have feelings for me, when they made you think that they had feelings for you at the beginning. But then the more time you spend time, what the fuck? Can't form sentences. The more time you spend with this person, the more you realize they're not really interested in me. They seem to be interested in what I have to offer. Do you know what I mean? So that's what's happened. Now let's see why it happened. Why did this happen to Capricorn? What? That's a weird message, but it's very possible, and it's very simple as well. Why this happened to you, it's because you need to be focusing on your career and money more than love. And it's weird that I'm saying this to a Capricorn. It's weird. It's weird because Capricorns by default will be focusing on career and money more than relationship. Isn't that right? It's literally telling you, because you're not meant to go anywhere with love right now. You're meant to work your ass. Like literally the Eight of Pentacles came upright, and the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Chariot in reverse tells me that no love, more work. Maybe it's not time for you. Maybe it's not the time for you to be focusing on relationships, and it brought this connection down because you need to be focusing on your development, your career, your craft, instead of on relationship. Which is, I don't know, like, which is weird to say to a Capricorn, really, because, again, like I said, by default, Capricorns are focused on career anyway. But, you know, I truly believe, like, sometimes people are born in a certain sign because that's their mission on Earth. You came on this Earth as a Capricorn to excel in your career more than any other sign. In my opinion, Capricorns are like big boss energy. You know, like even if they do like 9 to 7, I'm not saying that you have to be a business owner, but I'm just saying, even if you do 9 to 5 corporate bullshit, you still will have to excel in that. You still will have to like show up and show out and be the best in your group, or be the best amongst your colleagues. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not sure why, you know, like sometimes we are given these missions, mini missions on life or in life. But hey, you know, it's part of the human experience to excel in a certain career, in a certain field. It's part of the human experience. And maybe you are meant to be focusing in this phase specifically on your career rather than love or connections. That's what I'm getting so far. But obviously, that doesn't mean that your whole life will be just work and being alone. I just feel like it's just a period, a phase, that you will have to be focusing on yourself and your career development rather than relationships and lovey-dovey stuff. Okay? Yeah, I had a deja vu during Capricorn reading. I don't know what that's about. Like, I felt it like for a moment. Like, I felt like I've done this before. And obviously, I'm not talking about doing tarot readings. Like, I've done this right here moment. The same exact message, same me, same things I've said to a Capricorn specifically. So I had a deja vu moment in that Capricorn reading. Alright, so fire and earth done. Ouch, my back. I hope I don't peel because that's the worst. Air, you know, whenever you're not here for air signs, I'm like, air. Last time I think I've done it. Air, are you here? I think last live stream or the one before that, and you didn't respond. You weren't there, but you're here now. Ugh. I had an interesting I don't know if I should say this. I had an interesting dream about Tyler's tarot, or about Tyler really. It was so random because what the fuck? So it was a weird dream. It was a weird fucking dream. And I don't even know why I'm sharing it, but I was with Tyler. You know, the guy from Tyler's Tarot? I was with Tyler. And he was like hanging out with me. And he had like a huge car that can be a boat as well. Like, I know. But I think we were in the future somewhere. Like, it was a futuristic type of scenario where cars can turn into boats. Like, they can convert to boats. And he was in my home, and he was like looking outside the window, and he was like, look at my car. Come here, look at my car. And I looked. It was like a really cool car that is also a boat. And I noticed like the other cars had the same feature that can be turned to boats as well. So it was normal in the dream. But his car was more like a big car, and it can convert to a boat. And he's like, that's mine. That's my car. And I was like, oh, cool, really cool. And we we kind of like hung out and, like talking as if we were friends. He made a move on me, but it was awkward, and that's when I woke up. He didn't really make a move. He was like, will you kiss me on the cheek? And I was like, oh, I don't know where this is going, but I'm gonna wake up now. Oh, that's so random. I was like, when I woke up, I was like, what the fuck? Cybertruck turned, yeah, something like that. Yeah. It was so weird. It was so random. I bailed out the moment he was like, he gave me this look. He was like, can you kiss me on the cheek? And he gave me like a shy look or whatever. And I was like, oh, I know where this is going. I'm out. And I pulled out of the dream. He was actually he was actually way thinner in the dream, so maybe it's a futuristic type of dream. I don't know. But it was interesting. It was interesting. He just got a Cybertruck and named it Bruce. Really? That's cool. That's cool. It looked like the car looked futuristic. Like, I don't even know what a Cybertruck looks like. Wait, let me see. Cybertruck. Images. It looked future. Oh my god, it looks similar to it, but it had like boat features. It even had like the anchor thing on it. It's so weird. Okay. Moving on. So interesting. By Tesla, yeah. I'm sure he would like to hear that. You can tag him if you want. Watch out, he might sneak a kiss. Yeah, that's what happened. Like he didn't say like kiss me. He was like, would you kiss me on the cheek? Like in a cheeky way. And he looked at me like a little bit funny. And I was like, oh, I know where this is going now. Like I was thinking, oh, I know where this is going now. I bailed out. Like I felt myself like pull out of the dream. All right. Let's do air. It was just an interesting dream, I must say. All right, 10944 Aquarius. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Let's see what happened. What happened to Aquarius that's worth mentioning? Let's see. What happened to Aquarius that's worth mentioning? Damn. This is a ripple in your water. So I see that something drastic has changed in your energy. And I want to say to your commitments, it's like there is a recalculation of your energy. Or how do I say it? A recalculation to what your priorities are. And the reprioritizing came through an epiphany. Like there is like this download that happened to you, which is making you change what you prioritize to bring more balance into your life. Now, here's the thing. Your old priorities still are valid, but there is like new surge of it's like a new surge of priorities are coming into your life, which is going to make you kind of have to evaluate which comes first. Do you see what I mean? Now, this can relate to your love life, meaning that you could have someone in your life which you prioritize, and then there is someone else that enters your life and you're like, hold on a second, why does this person seem more important than the person that I already have? I can't speak today. I don't know what's up. Do we have a Mercury in retrograde or something? But anyways, it feels like there is a shake-up in your priorities. And I mean, I don't know if this is love related, or I'm getting it's commitment related. Now that can apply to love. You see why I mentioned love. But I don't really see love cards besides this. So it can relate to love, but it's more about commitments. So there is like a shake-up in your commitments. Now I want to see why, right? Let's see why. Why there is a shake-up in your commitments. We have the Lovers. It could be love related anyway, or it could be love related after all. So here's the thing, Aquarius. You had this shake-up because you have come towards an end of a phase and about to enter another phase. So this is like, you know, when you are used to a certain way of living, but then you're supposed to move into a new type of phase in your life, like a new chapter, but you're used to the old ways. And now this shake-up is basically the new chapter trying to appear in your life. But for it to truly appear, you have to interact with it, meaning that you will have to make space for it. And this kind of like priorities and commitment has to change for the new chapter to manifest from an energy to the physical. So why this shake-up is basically you finishing a chapter in your life, entering a new one. And let me tell you something, Aquarius. If you resist ending the chapter that you are already in, or that you are close to ending, if you resist or prolong, I want to say, the new chapter is going to force its way in where it feels like, it will feel like it's a tower moment for you. Meaning that you will experience a bit of discomfort. But that discomfort is basically trying to shake you enough in order to acknowledge it. You know, when you have like an earthquake, it starts like really slow. But then if you don't feel it, it gives you like a good shake up. And you'll be like, whoa, okay, I should probably shield somewhere. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that. It feels like if you want a smooth transition to the new chapter, you need to think about this. You need to kind of like tap into your intuition, tap into your higher self in order to smooth the transition from the older chapter to the newer one. But if you, for example, resist because you're afraid of the discomfort, it will force itself in by causing a bit of trouble in your life for it to gain your attention. Because whenever you ignore something, it will find ways to get your attention. And so this is basically telling you that you have a new chapter coming in, or that is already happening in your life, but you're transitioning into it. So it's nothing to worry about. I feel like you need to understand that this is just part of living, that nothing is forever. Everything is temporary. And when you finish a chapter in your life, there will be another one. But then the transition is what gets people a bit nervous. And, you know, that's when fear kicks in, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know if it's going to be for the better or for the worse. But this is just telling me it's an end of a chapter and a beginning, the beginning of a new one. Will you resist it or move with it, flow with it? That's up to you, of course. And I feel like the more you resist it, the harder it'll get for you. But, you know, sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need like a harder shake-up in order to be like, okay, fine. I'm convinced that I'm supposed to move in that direction now. Do you see what I mean? Yep, Saturn. What do you mean by that? I mean, Aquarius is said to be ruled by Saturn, but for me, Aquarius is more like Uranus. Saturn in retrograde. Oh. Interesting. Where do I have my Saturn? My Saturn is in Aquarius, actually. Oh. Alrighty, 11841. Let's see. Hang on, since we're talking about the Lord of Karma. Ooh, scary. Scary. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Saturn. Saturn is like the scary dad. Saturn is like the stern dad. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Where is my belt? Let me give you a whipping. It feels like that. Wait, I want to see where my Saturn is. In which house? Which house? Saturn is in... Oh my god, it makes so much sense why I said, are we in Mercury retrograde? Saturn is in my 3rd house. In Aquarius. 3rd house is house of communication. No wonder my talking is slurping, because it's the house of communication for me. And if it's in retrograde, I'm fucked. Okay then. Saturn in Virgo is a good placement in my opinion. Saturn and Virgo goes really well. Because, like, here's the thing. You think about Saturn in a way where it's like, you know, the dad that expects, like, the most from you. Virgo has, like, a calculating, strategic outlook. So if it's in Virgo, it's more like Saturn will be happy because Virgo is thoughtful, calculating, strategic. It will satisfy the Saturn needs. Do you know what I mean? So it's a good placement. I have Saturn in Aquarius, more on the rebellious side. Yours, what? Yours is in Pisces? All right. Let me do the next one. Where are we? Did I do Gemini? I didn't do Gemini, right? Let me change the time. 12121. Interesting. Gemini. Gemini, let's see what happened to Gemini. That's worth mentioning. What happened? So I see that a situation that you did not expect for it to evolve into something more serious has evolved in something serious. There is resistance on your part though. This is a little bit of a confusing energy because it seems like a connection that you have is moving into a serious commitment. But at the same time, the more you move into that commitment, the more problems you have with this person. Which is strange. Because, what? I don't really know what that means. Because you have a connection here. You have passion for this person. But you are a little bit on your guard with them. But you're still moving into a serious commitment with them. Why is that? Do they have you like at gunpoint or something? Why are you moving towards a person even though you're not really sure about? Towards serious commitment? I mean, we will look into that in a second, but I'm trying to understand what happened here. So what I see is that you are moving towards a person that you're not 100% sure about, but you're getting into a serious commitment with them anyway, even though you're seeing all the red flags that you need to stay away. Okay, let's see why. Let's see why. Yeah, karmic. There's a lesson attached to this. This is a karmic connection. And you feel a pull towards this person even though you see all the red flags. So in most cases, when we move towards a karmic, we will have red flags, but we will ignore every fucking red flag we see. call that the karmic effect. Even though you see all the red flags, you will still go with it. You will still move towards that person. This is a karmic. And here's the thing, Gemini. You will learn a great lesson from this. And when you learn it, it will end. But until you learn it, it's not going anywhere. I do feel, Gemini, this will make you more spiritual than ever. Meaning that this connection, this experience, by the end of it, you will be way more spiritual if you are spiritual right now. Way more spiritual than you are right now. And if you're not spiritual and you like to be more logical, you will definitely be more spiritual than logical after this experience. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, this will be an uncomfortable ride because it has a lesson attached to it. But if you think about the bigger picture, you will learn something that you need in order to become a better person. So all in all, a karmic or not, it's all good. But some experiences will be hard to go through and some not. I do feel like this is going to be hard, but by the end of it, you will master something. And I feel like it's self-mastery. It's mastering your intuition, or it's mastering something that is beyond really the societal kind of structure and understanding of the self. So there will be something within you that will be awakened from the depth of you coming to the surface, meaning that there will be something about you that you will learn through this connection, through this karmic connection. So that's a good thing, right? But it will come through a little bit of a chaotic energy, which you are already experiencing to some extent, but not acknowledging. So from a student to a teacher is what you will gain from this. From a student to a teacher. From the Page of Swords to the Magician. And I guess that's a good trade. But will it be easy? Fuck no. I would say, you know, like, keep your eyes on the prize, which is you mastering a level of awareness. Because if you focus on the details of this journey, it will suck. Dealing with a karmic is no fun. But the end, can't fucking speak. The end of this experience, you will gain something that is really valuable. But the experience itself, it might be off-putting to some extent. But here's the thing, even though you will hate it, you will still feel pulled towards it until you master something within you. And then the karmic will be like, why am I even here? And then they will pull away from you, or you'll be like, why am I even here? And then you will pull away. So the best way to know that you have learned a lesson with a karmic is when one of you pulls away and starts to give up on this. Because the karmic, whether you or them, will insist on being with you until you have learned that lesson, until you have mastered something through the karmic connection. Right? So the veil will only be removed of this connection and the nature of it when self-mastery, or the mastery of a part of you that will come to the surface. What was I saying? What the fuck? That was a half sentence. Anyways, take from it what you will. I don't know what the fuck. Half sentence and then I went blank. Weep. What just happened? Where am I? What am I doing? What the fuck? I blame it on the Saturn retrograde now. Your tongue twisting is on fire. Oh my god, yes. And it just started? When is it going to end? I need to take my time getting the words out. I am in control of my energy. What the fuck just happened exactly? Ah, Charalicious. Don't say that. No. You're in a dream with Tyler kissing him. Oh, yeah, that's funny. All right. 131. You guys, too much. Okay. Let's see. Libra. Let's see what happened and why it happened. Onboarding now. Let's see what happened. Well. You seem to be distracting yourself from the inevitable. And I'm not sure what the inevitable is exactly, but I see that you know that you're supposed to do something different than what you are doing. You know it, but you're avoiding it. You know this. Okay, so I don't even know why this is here, because you know that you are avoiding something that you're supposed to be experiencing. But at the same time you're trying to tell yourself, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just doing it because I'm supposed to be doing this instead of that. But you know you're supposed to be doing that instead of this. Does that make sense? So, for example, you could be feeling like a really strong pull towards someone that is in regard to love. But you could be working your ass off in order to avoid that love. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, that's an example. It could be your exact situation, but I'm using that as an example. You know that you should be moving towards someone or something, but you're resisting it. Now, I'm going to look into why you're doing that, but that's what's happening here. For some reason you think that what you're doing is better than what you're supposed to do. You know when you have to do something, but then you find every little thing in your place, in your house, to do it instead of doing the thing that you know that you're supposed to do. So for example, if you have a test and you do cleaning, you do your laundry, you watch a movie, you fold your clothes that you never folded in your fucking life, but you do all this to avoid studying for the test. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that. It feels like you know that you're supposed to do something, but you're distracting yourself because you're saying, oh yeah, but I'm busy, I have to do the other thing instead of that thing. and you're trying to distract yourself from doing it. Let me see why. Let me see why you're doing this. Let me see why you're doing this. Fear. I had a feeling that it would be fear. Fear of the unknown. So back to the test example, okay? It's like, what's the point in studying because I might fail the test? The test is hard anyway. Only 1% of people pass that test. So what's the point in studying? That's why you're avoiding it. Fear of the unknown, Libra, fear of the unknown. So you would rather not find out. So another example of this would be when people avoid love situations because they are afraid that if they fall in love, they will get hurt. Fear of the unknown, because what if I fall in love and then get hurt? Because it happens to most people, so why should I take a chance when I can get hurt? Do you know what I mean? So fear of the unknown is here. Fear of the unknown. You are afraid that it's like you are thinking of the worst case scenario, which is preventing you from even wanting to experience it. It's like, what's the point? It's going to hurt anyway. It's going to be bad anyway. It's going to be a bad decision anyway. Why bother? But you don't know that. The only way to find out is to try. And you're like, nope, not gonna try. Because it's 99% proven to be a chaos, for example. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've made your mind in thinking that it's going to result badly, even though you have no fucking clue. You made up your mind. And I just heard, trust me, bro. What the fuck is that about? Trust me, bro. Maybe it's someone telling you that it's not going to work out and you're taking their advice. It's like, trust me, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Anyway, so it feels like even though you don't know, you're assuming. But you know, Libra, I am sensing from what I'm seeing here that you are so fucking wrong. Because we do have the Ace of Cups. This is positive. This is victory. This is love. And if you are showing up as the Seven of Swords, guess what's happening here? You are running away from something good just because you're assuming something bad is going to happen. So I know that things can go wrong, but if we continuously assume things going wrong, guess what? We either will not experience it from the get-go and then we end up not knowing, or we experience it and then find out that it can be wrong, but at least now we know for sure. Or it's good, and then we experience the goodness of it. Do you know what I mean? But there is no way for you to find out without trying. What's that saying? You never know until you try. That's it. That should be your motto for the next phase, or the phase that you are already in. You never know until you try. Repeat that in your mind to prevent you from having this fear of the unknown and to take more risks towards experiencing things and without assuming the worst case scenario. Because you never know until you try. How would you know it's going to be good without trying? How would you know it's going to be bad without trying? You know what I mean? Alrighty. I know a lot of tarot readers like say reverse the roles as you see fit. I don't do that here. When I say it's you, otherwise it's not your message if it's not you. Or sometimes I will say, I'm not sure, it could be you or it could be them. That's when you are going to reverse the roles. But when I say you and I'm talking to you, or them and I'm talking about them, it's them or you. You know what I mean? Like a lot of tarot readers I've noticed, you know, it's like whatever you choose, whatever. Nah. Sometimes I specifically get your energy and talk about that, and sometimes them. Or sometimes if I'm not sure, I will say it. If I don't say it, then I'm assigning places. You know what I mean? So don't reverse the roles as you see fit on this channel. Unless I say so. Unless I say I'm not sure, you know, this could be you or this could be them. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you know, it's dangerous because these are general readings. People will always assign themselves as the good person and the other side as the victim or as the villain on the person that they want to assume that they are. Do you know what I mean? So it's not about you picking and choosing which your position is. It's either your reading or not. Unless I say reverse the role as you see fit occasionally when I'm not sure who I'm talking to. Especially I get that a lot with twin flame readings where I don't really know if I'm talking to you or them because you could be mirroring each other, but otherwise I don't have that here. I will never say assign the roles as you see fit. Very misleading. In fact, when I see readings that say that, click off. Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's just my personal opinion. Or that's how I do the readings here. Obviously, you know, you can watch whoever you want. But I don't trust that type of reading. All right, so we're going to do water signs. So fire, earth, air, done. Water signs. Water signs. Oh. Damn, 2 hours. Alrighty, water signs. Let's get going. 14433. Let's see. Let's see, Pisces. Pisces. What happened to Pisces that's worth mentioning? What happened to Pisces that's worth mentioning? Ooh. Ooh. Damn. You know, like, I don't even fucking blame you. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I'm having a conversation in my head right now. Damn, son. Who is this master manipulator? You have someone here that is like... What? Okay, let me try to find my words, because you have someone here that is the best of the best manipulators that ever existed during humanity. And I know obviously it's an exaggeration, but it feels like that. It feels like even the most switched on, even the most clever people out there would be fooled by this person. Hi. Yes, I know you want to protect me from this manipulator energy. It's okay. Stay away from my tea though. So, whoa. I feel like this is like the biggest challenge you've experienced in your life. And she just sat on it. Maybe you sat on it. Maybe you sat on this person. Yes? Excuse me, I'm in the middle of something. Seriously though, seriously. This is someone that manipulated you so good, but they are none of the things that they made you believe that they are. It's like, for example, okay. This is the person. This is a person, for example, coming into your life and saying, "I am a millionaire," and they could have created a fake account showing that they have $1 million or whatever, and you know, like they have thought of every gap to prevent you finding out that they are a fake. And this person, like, it's like, you know what, it's like they created the best type of image for you to believe that they are God sent to you from the heavens to match you, to be your partner forever. But they are none of that. They are none of that. It's like whatever this person spewed, whatever fucking thing came out of their mouth was a lie, was manipulation, was deceit. But you could never catch them. Maybe you even felt like something is off, but I can't find any evidence. And maybe you even thought that you were paranoid, that you were overthinking things. But baby, no, you weren't. This person is just the fucking teacher of manipulators. Like, they are the person that will teach others how to manipulate perfectly. Because they are that good. Literally, they are showing up as someone that is that good at manipulating. Now, let me see why it happened to you. Let me see why this happened to you. Because I feel sorry for you, Pisces. You know, I don't blame you for falling for it. And this is what I said at the beginning of the reading. I don't blame you for falling for it. Because this is like someone that thinks about everything that could be used against them and resulting in them being caught in a lie. You know what I mean? They make sure that their lie has like backup. Like, you know what I mean? I'm actually almost fascinated by this. Like, for example, they could have stolen someone's identity and they made a website, or they made like pages on Google. Because if you are suspicious, you would want to search it. And this person already thought about that. And so they made these fake pages and fake accounts and fake website to convince you that they are who they say they are. It's like that type of fucking weirdo. What the fuck? Woo. All right, so let's see why this happened to you, or why this happened. Let's see. Damn, Pisces. Oh my God. Brother. You know, Pisces, this is not even better than the original message. Do you know why this person has entered your life, or why they entered your life at some point? You could have already disconnected from this person, but do you know why this happened to you? Are you ready for this? Because you are this person's karma. Because you were meant to show them what true love is. Because you were meant to show them possibly what unconditional love looks like. Maybe you even entertained this person even after they showed you who they are. But I see the main reason why this happened to you is because you are contracted to be with this person, or to be in this person's life, to teach them a lesson, to teach them that good people exist, to teach them that, you know, they don't have to be like this. They can be authentic and be loved anyway. They don't have to be the fake ass B that they are. Because you were meant to show this person the goodness in the world despite what they see in the world. Meaning that this person could have a very pessimistic, cynical outlook on life. And you are that person that will show them there is goodness in this world. And I feel like this is not random. Like, you are contracted. You are contracted to teach this person a lesson. Now, I don't feel like this lesson is harsh. I feel like this lesson is more about love than about punishment. Meaning that you were meant to show them that it doesn't matter who you are, you can still be loved. You are worthy of love. Every person on earth is worthy of love. You don't have to be this sneaky to get it. You don't have to be this deceitful or this devious to get what you want. You can be good and still get what you want. So it's like this person it's almost like in the reverse here, because it's not like this person was meant to be in your life. It's you that was meant to be in their life. You were their karma. You are their karmic. And it's not like the harsh type of karmic. It's more like the more loving type of light karmic. Very interesting reading. It's intense. Like, their energy is intense, but also your energy to their intense energy is interesting, because it feels like the universe has assigned you specifically to this person in order to show them that goodness exists, but not only exists, but it can be, it exists in people. It's on earth. It's not just an angel in the sky. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck is that? I love that. I love it. I feel like it's not fair on you, but you agreed to this before you were born. You were like, yeah, I'll fucking teach this person a lesson. Love and light. I will teach them a lesson. I don't mind. Yeah, I'll take it. Put it on my contract. Put it on my assignment list. Okay, I'll take them. No one wants to take this master manipulator? That's okay. I've got it. I volunteer. And you got it, baby. You were contracted to help this person. And when I say help, I mean truly help. And I'm not saying that you will help them by teaching them how to manipulate. No, help them energetically, help them by being yourself, help to operate from light despite the darkness that they brought into your fucking life. That type of help. Like the organic type of help. Not the type of help that is like, I know a friend that's a therapist that can help you. No. Not the physical type of help. More the spiritual type. Wow. Very interesting. Alright. I always look at my drinks because I've got cat hair everywhere. Lying by omission is not lying. I hate that. It's definitely lying. Night, you okay, baby? You okay? What's up? All right, who's next? Let's see. Hi, Islay999. 15753 Scorpio. Let's see. Let's see, Scorpio. What happened to Scorpio that's worth mentioning? Justice. Ouch. There has been a verdict. So this is something that's good that happened to you, okay? And if you're wondering, why did that happen to me? Because you don't see what Spirit sees. You don't see all these people that's talking behind your back. You don't see the backstabbers. Well, unless you feel the stabbing. You don't see what's happening behind you. But Spirit does. You have people that are close to you. You have people that are close to you that are your biggest haters. And I feel like it's not one person, it's more than one person. This can be family, friends, even lovers, who knows. But it feels like these are people that you trust. And you could be wondering, why am I winning and why am I lucky all of a sudden? What's happening? Why am I being blessed? You could be even suspicious of the blessings that are coming your way. Because you're like, I haven't really done anything to deserve these blessings. So what's happening? What's up? I'm just doing the same thing for years. Why all of a sudden I'm being blessed? I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's nice to know why. Why is it like, why now? Why, what did I do different? Or am I doing something that I should be doing more frequently to continue on receiving those blessings? You have haters here, and I feel like you sense it, you know, with your with your Scorpio senses, I want to say. You know, water signs are mostly intuitive. So you sense that there is this off energy amongst the people that you care about, but you could be dismissing it, or you could be saying that, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, or they didn't mean that. They didn't really mean what they said. They weren't thinking straight. They were drunk. Or, you know, you could blame it on other things. You could be like giving them excuses left and right because these are people you care about. So almost on a subconscious level, it's like you don't want to believe that these people are backstabbers. You don't want to believe that these are fucking snakes. So, I mean, I feel like I already gave you the reason why you're being blessed. But let me see if there is something more. Man, I mean, this is just getting started. It's weird because the more you give them the benefit of doubt, the more you are blessed. It's almost like your pure heart is being rewarded. It's like, oh, bless the Scorpio. Even though, you know, these people are their biggest enemies, they still will, you know, tolerate them, or still will be kind to them, still will be forgiving of them and give them excuses. It's like, bless a Scorpio's heart. It's almost like your purity is blinding you, but also you're being blessed with it. Does that make sense? It's like a weird combo, really. It's like you're not being punished for being pure. You're being rewarded. In fact, if I were you and I noticed that I have these people, but I'm still getting blessed, I would keep them around for longer. Because they are my main source of blessings. Do you know what I mean, Scorpio? It's like the longer you keep these people around you, and you're doing la 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 la, I'm just doing me, but these people are like talking shit about you and backstabbing and kind of trying to attract negativity in your life. First of all, you're so fucking protected. Second of all, you're being blessed for having this type of energy around you. It's like the universe wants to prove them a point, but while blessing you. I feel like these people not only talk about you, but they have tried to sabotage a thing or two in your life, but they failed. Maybe they have succeeded. For example, they could have tried to sabotage a connection that you have with someone, and they succeeded doing that. But then the universe brought you someone that is even better than the person that you were with before. It's almost like the universe is like, ha, joke's on you, because we have someone even better for Scorpio. So, you know what I mean? It feels like that. So it's like, it doesn't matter what these people do, you will still be blessed. And it's quite ironic that your naivety or your ignorance towards them, whether on a conscious level or a subconscious level, is actually bringing you these blessings. It's ironic to me because, you know, most of the time you will notice that these people will have a toll on you because you gave them access to you. But because you have this pure intention to not think about the worst of people, and you give them the excuses as like with your pure intentions, it's like the universe is like, you know what? We're not going to punish Scorpio for their shitty energy. We're going to bless Scorpio and show them that whatever they do or try to do will not be successful. In fact, it will continue on increasing Scorpio's blessings, and the joke will be on them. So in whatever aspect in your life, I feel like whatever they try to sabotage, the universe is like, well, let's keep on bringing the blessings to Scorpio, because these people will have to learn a thing or two about how energy works. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like the universe is mocking these haters, and you are like, la 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 la. You might not even pay attention to these energies, but the universe has got your back. You have like strong protection. You have like strong protection. I feel like strong spirit team and the universe is it's almost like working together to make sure that no harm is done to you, but also that the blessings keep on rolling in. So, I mean, that's a good deal to me. You know? I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'll claim it. Scorpio stallion. That's cool. Yeah. I watched the Aries reading, and it's hard to not chase the karmic even when I'm in deep love. That's meant to be. Like, you're not meant to just like your karmic. You're meant to be in love with your karmic. Otherwise, they won't have a strong effect on you. You know, a lot of people think karmics are easy to avoid or easy to resist. If anything, a karmic could feel as strong as a twin flame. In fact, a twin flame is closer to a karmic than a soulmate. So a soulmate is way less intense than a karmic. A karmic can be as intense as a twin flame, but there is a very, very thin line between a karmic and a twin flame. A karmic is just one lesson, or it's like one type of contract with them. A twin flame is throughout your whole soul's journey in ascension. Like whatever life, whatever species, whatever beings that you become, you will still be one with your twin flame. A karmic is almost like a depiction or a sample from the twin flame, but only for a specific period of your time on Earth or on whatever planet, until you learn something and then you are done with them. Do you know what I mean? So a karmic is never meant to be easy. In fact, you are supposed to be deep in love with a karmic. That's their mission. Because otherwise, it would be easy for you to be like, no, I don't want to be with you. It will be easier to say, no, I don't want to be with you to a soulmate than to a karmic. So just keep that in mind. It's not like meant to be easy. It's meant to be challenging. It's meant to be, you're meant to feel deeply in love and crazy about them. Because that delivers the point of that lesson that you're meant to learn from them, or through them, or through the connection. You know what I mean? I have Scorpio and Uranus. You can claim it as long as you have any placement of that sign. In fact, we have all the signs. Even if you look at the houses, you can claim it. You know, if you especially if it's a good message, you can claim it. You know. So. Dahlia, is it Dahlia? Yes. Dahlia, I appreciate you. Your comments always like make me smile. I appreciate you. I'm glad you resonate with the messages. All right, last but not least, 2-10-33. Cancer. Let's see. Cancer. What happened to Cancer that's worth mentioning? There could be a situation here that could appear as too good to be true, but it's not too good to be true. Now, here's the thing. You think it's too good to be true. You think it's suspicious. You think there's something, it almost feels like that it's a prank. It's like, who's pranking me? Okay, you can come out now. Where's the camera? Come out now, it's okay. I know it's a prank, but no one is answering you because it's not a fucking prank. And you're like stood there. What? What is happening here? Is this for real? Is this for real? I do see here that it's too suspicious for you. Now, okay. Here's the thing, Cancer. This is a situation or a person that is too good for you to even comprehend how such a good thing ended up in your life. How is it even possible that you are that lucky when so many people want what you want or wants what you have, but have failed to obtain it? And you barely did half the things that the other people do or did to get it and failed. Do you see what I mean? So you're like, there is no way that this is real. There is no way that this connection is real, that this situation is real, that this blessing is real. There is no way. I'm waiting for the moment where someone comes out and tells me, gotcha, haha, it's a prank. You fell for it. You are waiting for that. So I'm not sure why you are waiting for that. But I do see that you're confused. I do see that you're like, why? Why me? I didn't even do much to deserve this. So you might even doubt that you deserve this. Let's see why. Let's see why. What on earth made you think that you don't deserve this exactly? Because I do see that you do. I mean, look at these fucking cards. The Nine of Pentacles and the Star. What made you think that you don't deserve this? You are downplaying yourself too much. Because I do see that you deserve it. So it's not like, for example, if you said, no, I don't deserve it because there are people out there that deserve it more than me, but I don't deserve it. And then I look into your energy and see that you're just like slacking or lazing off or not doing any work. But this is you doing the work. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is you focusing on developing yourself in the external sense, in the material sense, and the Star. I mean, this, in many readings, is the healing card. So you are doing the work. So what made you think that you don't deserve this? Because you seem to be underestimating yourself. In fact, I see that you deserve this more than other people. You have at least gone through one death and rebirth. Huh? I'm confused now. So basically, what this is saying is that we are giving you this because you have done the work, but you are showing up as, I haven't done anything. Which is confusing because energetically I see that you've done the work. And I don't mean on an energetic sense alone. I feel like you have changed. You are not the same person that you were, let's say, I want to say 1 year ago, but let's say 5 years ago, to give you that period. You are not the same person. So you have done the work. You have developed so much. You have changed a lot. You have at least gone through one death and rebirth. So what the fuck do you mean by saying, I'm not sure why I deserve this? It's strange to me because you're not really giving yourself enough credit. You're not giving yourself, it's like you're not really bringing awareness to how far you've come. It's like you're downplaying yourself. You're underestimating yourself and the work that you've done, or you're not aware of it. You know, sometimes when you, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Sometimes when you go to gym every day, you don't really see the difference because every day you're doing the freaking exercising. But only when you look at a picture from a year ago, 2 years, 3 years, you're like, wow, I have changed a lot. I look good. But your everyday thing, everyday practice, you could not really notice because, you know, every day, from day to day, you don't really see the difference. But if you accumulate, if you kind of pile up all these days together and put them in a year, you will see a huge difference in your appearance with the gym example. So because you're living you, because you are living as you every day, you're doing a little bit of work here, a little bit of work here on yourself. You're not really noticing how far you've come. And I feel like you need to look back to reflect on how far you've come in order to understand that you've done a lot of work on yourself. And this is basically the universe giving you what you deserve, exactly what you deserve. So the confusion that you have here is like, why me? Why am I all of a sudden getting lucky? Nonsense. Because you deserve it. You've done the work. You have been doing the work. So a little bit of, you need to be giving yourself a bit of credit here, okay? And I do suggest a bit of reflection on how far you've come, because that will help you put things in perspective. And I feel like the blessings that are coming your way or that you're already experiencing are only going to expand. Meaning you are in a vibration that is, yes, somewhat humble, but also, how do I say it? It's like, how do I explain it? It's like you are getting higher and higher in spirit. And I feel like this is vibration, okay? So you're getting higher vibrationally, and you're not really noticing because you're not looking down. You're not reflecting on where you were. So you don't really know how high you are. But if you turn your head downward and see where you were and see how far the ground is from where you were to where you are, you might even freak out because you're quite high and you're only getting higher. So expect blessings to keep on rolling in because you are doing the work. And I don't want to catch you again saying, I don't deserve it, bitch. Sit your ass down. I mean, it's one thing to be humble, but it's another to, you know, take the credit away from yourself and say, I don't deserve it. Okay? All right, I'm done with you. That's what I have for you guys. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. Never mind my speech today. It's slurring as fuck. But I hope you enjoyed the readings, and I will see you very soon. Take care for now.